Hey folks, welcome to another edition of Super J Business Hour. My name is Super J Business. Thanks for tuning in. Everybody, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for hitting me up on the friends list. Keep subscribing. I'll subscribe to you. Subscribe to me. Everybody subscribes to each other, and soon enough we have a huge network of people that are like-minded, or even if they're not, at least they receive a different view. Maybe use some critical thinking instead of just reading something or being told something and saying, oh yeah, that's what happened, because that's not what happened. Let's just jump right into the news. We'll start from Thursday and then we'll just go right into Friday. I am located in the Pennsylvania area where the worst flooding happened. It's been very terrible, and we'll touch on that right before we end the show. But let's just get right in. Safer travel at a price. TSA aims to ease hassles, not lower its guard. This is from the Philadelphia Inquirer, Thursday, September 8, 2011. And you see that article over on the other side there, safer travel at a price. And basically, this is going on to say the sum of our fears is $460 billion. Did you hear that, folks? Because we have no money, and everyone's losing their homes, and we have nothing to eat. That's the federal budget for Homeland Security since 9/11. Yeah, that's right, folks, $460 billion. The most visible expression of that money and that anxiety is on display every day at every airport in the country. Metal detectors, full body scanners, uniformed screening officers, and lines of shoeless passengers shuffling through checkpoints. Transportation, especially air travel, has been transformed by America's efforts to avoid more terrorist attacks. Security procedures in the 10 years since 9/11 have brought traveler burdensome new realities. Now, let's just say this. It's called desensitizing. They're desensitizing you. Did you hear that? Shoeless passengers going through checkpoints. Does that sound a little bit like Nazi Germany or other places that went through similar situations? This is to desensitize you, folks, so that you're ready when they roll out whatever new disgusting thing they're going to roll out next. And then we got BAM's do or die night. Sinking in the polls and econ in toilet. President takes to the air. See page 5. This is from the Daily News. That's from Thursday. There's our boy, Barack Obama. Might as well be part of the Bush family because he did worse than Bush. And he's part of the New World Order. And he's just a puppet. And he's taking direction, but he is taking this country down. The next president will destroy this country unless we can get Ron Paul in by some miracle. So just talking about that, we'll jump to the New York Post for Thursday. Rick sticks it to milk. There's our new hero, folks. There he is, Rick Perry, who went to Bilderberg in 2008, signed his name in blood, and we've been telling you for years that he would run this year, and that he would lie and say he wouldn't, and then be the reluctant hero, say, well, I changed my mind, I'm here to save everybody. Folks, he is a New World Order neocon. He is part of the banking elite. The same people that fund Obama, the same people that funded Bush are funding him. He signed away his life. He sold his soul to the devil. The guy is bad. He killed little girls and forced inoculations with the Gardasil shot. This guy's a monster. He was with Al Gore before he changed to a Republican. Do your homework, folks. This guy is ready to get in there. This is a trickery. And why do you not see Ron Paul, who's at least in the top 3 tier? They throw Bachmann in, who's been dead in the race for I don't know how long, just to keep your attention focused on these morons because he has a nice head set of hair. Folks, you need to wake up and please spread the message because we're in a lot of trouble and it is looking real bad for this country. And the minute you put somebody like, Rick Perry in office, you're in trouble. And then we'll just jump right to the USA Today, Thursday. How 9/11 changed America. These painful blows will mark the beginning of the wiping out of America in the infidel West. Osama bin Laden, Last Will and Testament, 2001. That was made up. He didn't say that. All of this is propaganda. They got Perry, noticeably. Look, this is all psychological warfare. Look, you got Rick Perry, and then you got Osama bin Laden. See, Rick Perry's going to save you from the boogeyman. See that? And you guys have no idea what's happening. And in case you don't care at all, they put football at the top so that you can just watch grown men throwing balls at each other while every freedom you have is taken over. If we change our lifestyle, then the terrorists have won. That's the real truth. Now look down at the bottom. Yeah. See the old lady getting groped by a TSA agent? Yeah. See that? Disgusting. In a wheelchair. An old lady. And it's just disgusting. The 9/11 attacks created a new sense of national vulnerability and determination while inspiring a phase for the ages. Yeah, it's called raping the people, taking away every freedom they get. And when's enough going to be enough, people? Let's just wake up and stop. Because they're taking every freedom we have. And when oh look, envoy, Pakistan should aid talks. Yeah, they should, right? Don't worry, we'll just raid them next if they don't. So we'll go to the Wall Street Journal for Thursday. And I like the Wall Street Journal because it breaks stuff. Actually, we'll jump to the New York Times first. And I'll just show you more lies and propaganda. Here we go, Thursday, September 8th. See that? Well, where's Ron Paul at? Please, tell me where Ron Paul's at. He's not here, is he? No, he's not. When he's definitely third. There's no question about that. He's in third place in this race. And they will not show this man. They will not give him any attention. All they want to talk about is Perry and Romney square off. And then they stick a little picture of Bachman right there, too. And you notice they seat them where if they take the studio brainwashing pictures for you, you won't be able to see Ron Paul at all. And, it just keeps going. Rising fears of recession. And this is all New York Times, Thursday, September 8th. The whole building just came apart. Vivid view of 9/11 attacks in real time from newly published audio files. What they need to talk about is how these buildings landed in their own footprint. 3 buildings that supposedly weren't demolitioned and didn't have any explosives in them, which we already know they did. How did Building 7 fall? How did they land in their own footprint? How the hell did a Boeing 757 go into the Pentagon when there's no hole, there's no nothing, there's no engines? The engines are Rolls-Royce 6,000-pound engines. They were nowhere to be seen, no bodies, no luggage, no nothing. Folks, you've been lied to. This is a false flag terror attack. Why did they train for planes to fly into the World Trade Center and Pentagon a year before, 6 months before, and then the day of 9/11? And we have air traffic control screaming, why take this thing off my screen? It's confusing me. And that was the whole purpose of doing the test, so they wouldn't know that it was happening in real time. Folks, wake up. It's time to wake up. You need to watch Loose Change, 9/11 in Plain Sight. Please go to Infowars.com. Please support Ron Paul, Prison Planet TV, Drudge Report, or your boy Super J Business on YouTube. We have got to wake up. We have got to get this message out. The Fed prepares to act. Officials consider unusual steps to avert an economic stall. Federal Reserve officials, the fake Federal Reserve that has nothing to do with our government, who's been raping our country for years, are considering 3 unconventional steps to revive the economy recovery and seem increasingly inclined to take at least one as they prepare to meet this month's worries. This month's worries. And it just keeps going. Nuclear backlash energizes old plants. And they're talking about Fukushima, which they've been lying to you about as well, where we're getting tons of radiation over here in America from that, and they don't want you to know about that. And we'll just go. Libyan rebel commanders think Gaddafi is cornered. Yeah, they've been thinking he's cornered for months now, right? It's supposed to be 2 months, then 3 months, then 4 months. He didn't get no congressional approval for this war. It is a war. They are finding bodies. NATO is killing people, and it's disgusting. Fed officials are considering 3 we already did that. Syrian forces fired on protesters. Oh, guess what? We're going into Syria next, folks. The 100-year war. I already told you. The bomb exploded outside New Delhi, so I guess we'll have to go to New Delhi and blow them up, too. Greece is scrambling because now the bankers have raped them and done their country just like they've done ours, and now they're in trouble. A Soviet-era plane crashed. That was with the Russian hockey members. That was sad to hear, but I just hate to say that we have so much more important things going on here in America. A man linked to white supremacists pleaded guilty to planting a bomb along a Martin Luther King Jr. Day parade in Spokane, Washington. Oh, there's your lone Al-Qaeda, a white man. White Al-Qaeda. We keep telling you, this is what they're going to do here, folks. Police arrested a UK journalist whose voice allegedly can be heard on a tape in which he receives phone hacking instructions. Oh, my goodness. So I guess they're going to have to make sure they listen to every phone call and every email now. Watch out. 91 people were participating in Medicare fraud scams and a nationwide crackdown, but they're worried about them. Why don't you worry about the government that's been stealing your money for 100 years now? And then you got this, 9/11 in our eyes. And I also want to show you the propaganda. And this is from Friday. This is from today. And this says 9/11 in our eyes, the day that changed America. And you got all these people talking about all the nonsense and propaganda that never happened and the lies that were sold to you. And then you got the flood of death. And then on top of that, how 9/11 has changed our world. 3 swept away as high water rages, and you see they were doing boat rescues here. This is probably a couple miles from where I live right now It was very dangerous and bad, but why flood of death? Why the flood of death? This is ridiculous, folks. It's all propaganda through newspapers and news and media, and it just has to stop. And how it changed our world? How did 9/11 change our world? It took every freedom you have. It gave us the Patriot Act, and it made our presidents into a dictator, and it started the New World Order, which Bush's father has been talking about for years. And enough's enough. And then last but not least, I want to end with this USA Today special edition. See that wrapped up in the plastic bag? Oh, that's what it used to look like before your beautiful president, Rumsfeld, Dick Cheney, and the rest of these animals decided to fly 2 planes into them. How 9/11 changed America after 10 years of remembrance and where we are now. And I'm not even going to open this, folks, because it's a waste of my time, because all it is going to be lies, propaganda, and bullshit. Excuse my language. I would like family members to sit down and watch this together. The moral of the story is this, folks. You have been completely lied to. This has been a psychological warfare they have slowly implemented to make you believe. They own the mainstream media. They own all the news stations. They own all this stuff, folks. And unless we get everybody on stations like mine or Infowars.com or Prison Planet TV, you will continue to get poisoned in your water. They are killing our skies with chemtrails. They are just doing awful, awful things. And they want you to believe in the lone gunman, and it's just getting crazy. Folks, we need help, and it's time for everybody to wake up. I appreciate everybody tuning in today. Again, please subscribe. I'll subscribe to you. Somebody else will subscribe to you and me and everyone, and we start a network and we get this information out. We have to support our troops by waking them up, getting this information to them. The more troops, the more police, the more people that are involved with government that we can wake up, the better. You have to be friendly. You have to deal with them slowly give them facts, give them information. Please check out my old uploads. I have tons of information and predictions, and just in my upload shows alone. Also, I have almost 650 favorites of full-length movies, information that if you don't understand what's going on, please don't take it from me. I have it all documented, and it's in my favorites, stuff that has nothing to do with me. I just saved it on my favorites list so that you can get the information yourself. My playlists are very nice. I have only a few. Some are for more entertainment, but still give you the message. And some are the Alex Jones Show, several of Alex Jones Show. I suggest, really, though, my favorites list is where you want to go if you're trying to get real information on how they rig our elections through new software, how they are going through transhumanism, how they, all this stuff. It's not a joke, folks. It's happening, and they've put you asleep through football, baseball, and sitting on your ass drinking beer, watching Facebook, and while your country has been robbed and taken from you. And one day you think the TSA is bad. They want to put TSA on the streets, folks. So before you go into a store, you must get searched. Before you go anywhere, you must do a thumb scan. You must give your blood. You must do what you're told. And that's the nice end of it. Don't get me started with the FEMA camps where there's over 600 of them in the United States as we speak, and they are training for urban warfare. Northcom is currently discussing crisis in the United States and warfare in the United States, civil unrest, and that's when it gets ugly, and that's when it's over, folks. I suggest you buy bullets, you buy guns, you buy food, and you watch for your family. And if you have any sense or care for family or future generations of Americans to come, or anybody for that matter, please vote for Ron Paul. Let's take our country back. Let's put somebody with the spirit of 1776, the spirit of a founding father, back into the White House, who can get these crooked people out, these evil people who would do anything, including throw their own grandmother into the pit. I'm praying for everybody out there. Pray for me and my family. Let's just stick together, folks. Let's keep together no matter what religion, no matter what color. This doesn't involve any of that, and that's what they want to keep you blind to for years while they destroy this country. My name is Super J Business. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of Super J Business Hour. Peace in the Middle East, peace everywhere. Again, while I stand on a silent platform, fight the war, F the norm. This has been another edition, and I will see you tomorrow, folks.